Hey guys, Chris Van Hoof here from Chisel Fitness, bringing you a video the day after the 2012 Gold Coast Airport Marathon. Look, congratulations to all those people who went out there and had a run on what turned out to be a fantastic Gold Coast winter weekend. Who would have thought that we'd have those sort of blue skies and sunshine in the middle of winter? And I particularly want to congratulate those people who ticked the box for the first time. So those people who went out there and smashed the half marathon or the marathon, and it was your first time. I was actually lucky enough to have a chat to a few of you, not only during the race, but also in that recovery precinct afterwards. And I really want to thank you for sharing your stories with me. Ultimately, that's why I started doing these videos. You might recall in the first video that it was just a chance for runners to sort of share some of their stuff and some of the stuff that I'd learned. And I really loved hearing from you and talking to you after that race yesterday and having a chat to you about what your race was, because that's how we ultimately encourage each other and motivate each other to sort of continue to push beyond. The other thing I would really encourage you to do today is at some stage just write your race report, whether it be writing it down on a piece of paper, recording it into a video, or even just recording your voice into your iPhone. Because I reckon it's during those races and during the time that you're competing to get to that finish line that you ultimately learn the lessons. So today I just want to give you a little bit of a taste of what my race was like yesterday and a few of the lessons I learned along the way. Look, my day started off fantastic. I was pretty cool, calm and collected at the start line and loved being in amongst all those people shoulder to shoulder waiting for it to start off. I took off over Sundale Bridge and was feeling relatively comfortable. And my aim for the day was to get to the 3:30 mark, come in the race around about that 3:30 mark. I could see the balloons ahead, but I knew that I didn't really want to push ahead and get up to them too quick. I just wanted to sort of stay in myself, and that lasted pretty much for about 10-12 kilometres. But I just got soaked up in that atmosphere, in that, how good was it to see all those people on the stretch down to Burleigh, when the turnaround point was. It was really noisy and there was a real good buzz going down that stretch. And I guess I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself, and at one point there I know that I had to really concentrate on pulling myself back and lowering my heart rate a bit and just slowing it down, because I certainly just got picked up in that atmosphere and buzzed ahead. Then I guess probably about sort of 26, 28 Ks it hit me again, where I just sort of started to push a little quick, and I had to realise that I could pull it back in. And I was pretty comfortable at that stage. I was sitting around about those balloons, the 3 hour 30 balloons, and feeling like, yep, no problems, left, right, repeat, it's all going well. That lasted till about 35 kilometres when the wheels fell off. And it was actually really interesting when those wheels fell off, because I know I'd talked to you about embracing the race, and that's just what kept going through my head. Embrace the race, get back in my 1 square metre, control what I can. But even at that point, I guess it was really tough for me to keep that pace up with those runners. You can tell yourself as many times as you want how, yep, you got to keep your head straight, but it still got a little bit tough out there for me, and there was plenty of mind battles that I had to keep picking myself up and work really, really hard to reinforce the technique and the positive mindset, and also just that sort of metronome effect that I guess I'd talked about. The other thing that I really learned out of that race yesterday was quite humbling, and I learned to have quite a lot of respect for that distance, the marathon. It was my third marathon here on the Gold Coast, but I guess this one I went into it a little bit underdone. I'd done an event about 8 weeks ago and tried to sort of carry that fitness across, and probably wasn't as meticulous or as disciplined with the training, particularly with the longer runs. So it's no surprise that towards the later end of the race that's when I really started to feel it. But I love the fact that the race gave me that lessons. I love the fact that I was actually out there being challenged, because like I said in last week's video, that's ultimately why we do it. We want to see what we've got when we get to that point. I still had a fantastic race. I finished over my time. I finished in about 3:41 I think it was. So no disappointment there. It was still a PB, and it was great to share the race with so many people, and I reckon it was probably one of the best atmospheres that I've seen at the Gold Coast Airport Marathon Festival for a few years. So once again, congratulations to all those people and to who did compete the marathon, and thanks very much for sharing your stories with me. If you really want to, if you're interested in sharing your stuff, please email me your race report. I'd love to see it, or you can post it up on the Chisel Fitness Facebook page. And I'm going to continue to share a little bit of my stuff in the lead up to the Tomuin Mountain Challenge, which is a 22-kilometre race in the Currumbin Valley, which is coming up in August. So for those of you who are still keen to sort of share ideas and get into each other's head about the stuff that runners go through, have a go at jump over to our Facebook page, like the Chisel Fitness Facebook page, and I'll continue to bring those videos then. Otherwise, guys, enjoy your celebration. Wear that medal with pride. Wear the t-shirt with pride. You went out there and you finished your marathon or your half marathon, and congratulations. It's been a pleasure bringing you these videos, and I've really enjoyed sharing this stuff with you. All the best. Cheers.